We're less than 1 week away from the 2019 San Rafael Sunset Crit, taking place this Saturday, July 27th on the streets of downtown San Rafael. This year's event is part of the USA Crit Series, so you're going to see many of the top teams across the US, especially here on the West Coast, coming to duke it out to guarantee a really exciting event. I'm Dana Williams of Achieve Performance Training Coaching, and this is the first of a three-part series where Achieve coaches are going to share some tips and advice, some knowledge leading up to the race and during the race to hopefully help you if you're racing, give you a little inside the road tips from our experiences, and also if you're spectating, then you'll have a little better understanding of the course and what the racers are going through. Following this video, Coach Sophie, she is a certified sports nutritionist. She's going to be giving you some tips of nutrition tips leading up to the event and also during the event. And then on Saturday afternoon and evening, Coach Ryan Moore and Coach Jackson Duncan are going to be at the event doing some live videos, interviews with some of the athletes, as well as showing you the actual race taking place. So let's get right into this video. I've done the race the last 7 to 8 years. My best result in the P12 race was a third. I believe that was 2014 or 2015. I then moved to the Masters 35 plus 1, 2, 3 category, and over the last 4 or 5 years I've had 2 victories and some podiums. So the course is something I'm definitely familiar with, and I'm going to share with you some of the key parts that I feel are important, as well as some key strategic aspects that you can incorporate when you're racing. All right, let's take a little closer look at the course. You'll see it's a traditional 4-turn rectangle shaped course. As far as terrain goes, you have an uphill, probably 3 to 4% grade between turn 4 and turn 1. Then it kicks up, its steepest part maybe 5-6% between turns 1 and 2, and then you have a downhill, again 3 to 5% between turns 2 and 3, and then a little steeper between turns 3 and 4, maybe 5 to 6%, and then back up start finish. In terms of speed, you can probably guess turns 1 and 2 are the slowest, where turns 3 and 4 are the fastest. I took a look at previous year's data, and yeah, turn 1 is maybe 22 to 25 miles an hour, turn 2, 20 to 26, depending on if somebody's accelerating or if you're just cruising through. And then turns 3 and 4 are kind of 30 to 35, and then 32 to 36 through turns 4. In terms of strategy, some of the key parts of the course, you can see I've made a few tips, written down a few things here. Move up. Turn 1 is definitely a place where you can move up. The field usually is strung out going up by the start finish, and then guys are easing off a little bit. If you have a line that's unimpeded, and typically maybe that's probably to the outside, you can slide through and then again let momentum, as you see that's a key between turns 1 and 2, let momentum take its course to get you up the steepest climb between turn 1 and 2. And that'll really have an effect later in the race if you're able to not dig deep each time going through that. Your legs will definitely have a little bit more juice left towards the end of the race. You'll see there was a little trailer here. That was last year. It really had no effect because the line was typically to the outside. This year I'm not sure if it's there, but again, it wasn't really an issue, so I just noted it, but it's not something you have to be aware of. Then as you go around turn 2, it's the downhill section, and this is definitely the fastest. At the end of that straight, you'll see I drew here, there's some cones and a little fence that definitely squeezes you. It's also a spot where it's really easy to get swarmed. This is definitely the case in the last couple laps, especially the last lap. Is that if you're towards the front, you're definitely going to want to put a little bit of energy to stay ahead of everybody because you're going downhill. And again, basically your position around turns 3 and 4 really doesn't switch by the time you hit to the finish line. Going around turn number 4, the final turn, you'll see a line. Line is really important. This is where you want to swing out. There is, you'll see here, there's a little section that allows you to even float past the regular angle of the road, a little section you'll see when you're racing. Then you can cut back in. Right here, you can also cut this corner a lot tighter. A lot of guys go a little bit wider there, but you can cut tighter, allow yourself to carry more speed up to the start finish, and that'll help throughout the course. So that's the general gist of it. Yeah, good luck to everybody racing. Stay safe, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you out there.